Good morning, fourth graders. This is your follow-up work. So after watching the Making Predictions with Text Evidence glued lesson, you've answered those 8 questions with me in the lesson. Now this is your follow-up work, the Making Predictions Inference, Making Inferences task cards, 1 through 10. Please read each task card carefully. View your score after you click Submit. Make a 70 or above on this assignment. Submit a new Google form if you make below a 70. So this is a video of me reading the task cards out loud, if it helps you out, and the answer choices. You're going to be following along with me if you need to use this audio support, and you'll have the Google form open on another tab. You're going to read the task card or follow along with me, and then you're going to find the text evidence, the clues in the task card in order to make your prediction, your inference, and you're going to select one answer, one prediction, one inference. And there's 10 task cards, and then at the end you click Submit. If you make below a 70, please make sure that you go back to the seesaw activity. You have to go and click on the Google form link again to submit a brand new Google form. So a lot of you were wondering, when you need to complete another Google form, you go back to that assignment. So if you've turned it in, go back to your Done tab in the Reading Classroom. The assignment will still be there and done in that category, in that tab, and then click on this activity, and then click on the Google form again to open it up. So once again, click on the Google form again to complete it if you made below a 70. So number 1, Abby was in extreme pain. She had spent the entire day on the beach, swimming in the ocean and playing sand volleyball with her friends. Now, it felt like her entire body was on fire. "Oh my goodness," her sister had said when she arrived home late that afternoon. "You are as red as a lobster." Now, the question is, what happened to Amy? So that is your prediction question, your inference question. You have to put the clues together from the text in order to make the prediction. Is it she twisted her ankle when playing volleyball? She got in trouble because she got home late? She got a cramp in her leg while swimming? She got a sunburn. Make one, so select one answer, one inference, and you have to find the text evidence. So the text evidence in this task card would be, "You are as red as a lobster." That's how Amy looks. Her body was on fire. That's a second clue. She had spent the entire day on the beach swimming in the ocean. So she's been outside all day. And then the last clue is Abby was in extreme pain. So these 4 clues are your evidence. Another way of saying evidence is clues. So in order to make the prediction, you need the evidence to support it. So make sure that you make your best prediction and then select one of these. Number 2, remember you're doing this by yourself. I'm just reading these out loud to you if you need to use the audio support. "Hop in the chair," the man told the little boy. As the boy climbed onto the tall chair, the man turned to the boy's mom. "How much do you want off?" "It's pretty long. Go ahead and take off a good inch," answered the mother. The man picked up his scissors. "Okay, if you sit here really still, I'll give you a sucker when we are done," he bribed the child. What was the man going to do for the boy? He was going to teach the boy how to use scissors. He was going to cut the boy's hair. He was going to hem the boy's pants. He was going to pull out the boy's tooth. Number 3. Tuesdays were always Mitch's favorite day of the week. His favorite class only occurred on Tuesday. He looked forward to walking into Mr. Bede's classroom and discovering the new project that they would begin that week. Mitch could usually figure it out by surveying the supplies lying on the tables. Today, he saw paper, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, and little dishes of water. "I bet I know what we're doing today." What is Mitch's favorite class in school? Art, science, reading, PE. Don't forget to make a prediction and inference. Find the clues, find the text evidence in this task card in order to support your inference and prediction. Number 4. Mr. Simon planned to take just a short nap before he had to report to work, but he had overslept. Ugh, I hate working the overnight shift, he thought to himself. Now he was going to have to rush in order to get to work on time. He threw on his uniform and headed for his car. When he was halfway to the station, he realized he had forgotten his badge on his dresser. It is going to be a long night, he thought as he turned his car around. What is Mr. Simon's occupation? Meaning, what is his job? The word occupation means job. It's a synonym to the word job. He is a police officer. He is a doctor. He is a factory worker. He is a teacher. Number 5. Absolutely everyone could tell what 3-year-old Miranda's favorite color was. After all, she could only wear clothing that contained that color. And people always commented, "My, don't you look sunny today," said the bank teller. "If I didn't know any better, I would mistake you for a banana," said the cashier at Walmart. Miranda giggled every time. What is Miranda's favorite color? Orange, red, yellow, green. Make one selection. Make one prediction. Carlos looked out the window, amazed at what he saw. Millions of tiny white balls were falling through the sky, collecting on the ground outside his school window. He had only ever seen anything like this in photographs, never in real life. He had just moved to Minnesota in July, and he had been looking forward to this moment. It never got cold enough at his former home in Mexico for this to happen. What was happening outside? Make a prediction, but use the text evidence, the clues to support your prediction. Kids were playing baseball. Kids were playing on the playground. It was raining. It was snowing. Number 7. Mrs. Johnson tried to wait patiently as she sat in bed watching TV, but her stomach was beginning to rumble. This was the one day of the year when her husband and sons cooked breakfast for her. She could smell the pancakes and hear the bacon sizzling. Finally, her husband entered the room with a tray of food, followed by her 3 sons. The boys were struggling to carry a long sign that read, "Greatest Mom Ever." What special day is it? It is Mrs. Johnson's birthday. It is Mother's Day. It is Mrs. Johnson's wedding day. Mrs. Johnson has a new job, and it is her first day of work. Number 8. 5-year-old Brent walked to the end of the board and peered at the water below. His trembling knees made the board bounce even more. He wanted to turn around and climb down the steps until he was safely touching cement again, but he also did not want to disappoint his dad. Go ahead, Brent, jump," Dad called. Brent took a deep breath, plugged his nose, and stepped off the end of the board. Splash! Where is Brent? Brent is climbing a tree. Brent is at a swimming pool. Brent is jumping on a trampoline. Brent is walking on a tight rope. Don't forget to look at your clues, find them in the task card in order to make your inference, in order to make your prediction. Number 9. 2 left. Brittany had been sitting at the kitchen table for more than an hour, and she was only on problem number 11 of her math homework. She still had 11 more problems to finish before she could move on to studying for her science test tomorrow. Her brother Seth walked through the kitchen holding his iPod. "Do you have homework tonight?" Mom asked him. "Nope. I finished it all at school," he answered. Brittany rolled her eyes. How is Brittany feeling? Brittany is feeling tired. Brittany is feeling happy. So once again, Brittany is feeling tired. Brittany is feeling happy. Brittany is feeling hungry. Brittany is feeling jealous. Number 10. "Misty, you're doing it again," her mom said. "Huh?" Misty said absently. She suddenly realized that her hands were near her mouth again. "Misty, I thought you promised to stop that nasty habit." "I'm trying to stop, Mom." "Well, the next time I see you doing it, I'm going to put chili pepper on your fingers. I bet that will help you stop." What is Misty trying to stop doing? She's trying to stop eating so much junk food. She is trying to stop biting her fingernails. She is trying to stop watching so much television. She is trying to stop smacking her gum. Remember, you're answering these by yourself. You can always go back and rewatch the video and where I'm reading the task card and answer choices to you. Click submit. If you make below 70, don't forget, go back to the activity in Seesaw and click on the Google form link again and submit and work on a brand new Google form. You'll complete another one. I'll take the highest grade out of the Google forms that you submit. So please make a 70 80, 90, or 100. Please do your best.